I am so crushing on these DIY decor today, and I think you will too. Hello everyone, welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. My name is Leonette, and let's get started.
Alright guys, so here I am in the garage, and I have this 4x4 that I honestly don't remember where we got it from. You could tell that it was somewhere, I believe it was in a home that we flipped a while ago, and we just kept them. I think we've got maybe a couple or three of them, and I have a plan to make a very rustic style centerpiece. So I want to cut this using my miter saw, but I want to cut them in like different size. So maybe one like 4 inches, and then maybe another one 6 and 8, that kind of thing. So I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh, my light just went off. Okay, there we go. It's one of those censored ones. So I am going to cut it, and then we'll see how it turns out.
All right, so now that I have them cut to size I want, I'm just going to sand them very lightly. I'm using a 150 grit sandpaper. Not for any reason. It's just what I had on hand. You can use a 220, 180, it doesn't matter. 150 is what I found, so here we are. I'm just going to sand all sides of it, basically just to remove grime, dirt, because these were dirty. And of course, to remove any splinters. Now, this is the easiest DIY ever because after we sand, we're about done. So I'm just kidding. There's a few other steps. I am going to place 4 of these in each one because we're going to create a centerpiece, and I don't want it to scratch any tabletop, any surfaces. I always love having these on hands. You can find them at the Dollar Tree. You just remove the paper from the back and stick them right where you need. You can also cut them to size to whatever you need. After that, it's time to start placing some decor on top. I'm going to use these little clear glass vases from Target Dollar Spot. There's 3 for $5, which I think it's a great deal. They're 3 different sizes and 3 different shapes, which adds to the beauty of them. I'm going to put 1 in each one. I'm basically just playing around with the sizes. It doesn't matter which one goes in which one. I just want one to be taller than the other. And then I'm going to place these Dollar Tree flowers that are absolutely stunning, has such a spring summer feel to it. And I'm just going to place about a couple in each one, and that's it. This one turned out so beautiful, so easy, literally anyone can do.
Do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile? Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up.
For this next DIY, I am going to start with this wood plank. It's like a wood round form from the Target Dollar Spot, and I'm going to start just drawing some lines, some vertical lines. I'm going to give this wood round a plank look. So I am going to make 3 total lines, and then I am going to take my blade knife and start scoring it. Basically, I just want to go slowly because I don't want to, cut in a different direction. So I want to keep it as straight as possible. Once I was done scoring, then I'm going to take 2 different screwdrivers and a Phillips one and a flat one. And then I'm just going to make those lines a little thicker and a little deeper to kind of make it look like planks. Once I had the lines where I wanted them, now I'm just going to sand the whole thing, just giving it a little bit more of a lighter tone. And so I'm not going really heavy. I'm still using that 150 grit sandpaper. I'm just doing it very lightly though, just to lighten it up. Then I'm going to take this Dollar Tree decal, and I'm just going to place it kind of towards the right side of the board.
With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love
Then I'm going to take one of these little containers. These are those travel size, kind of like shampoo and lotion containers. I'm going to remove the cap, and then I'm going to wrap some jute twine on the top to kind of cover up that thread. And then I'm going to place it on the left side of the Be Grateful. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to mark with a pencil. Then I'm going to drill a couple holes and thread some jute twine through it and hot glue it in place.
I can't help but feeling just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here?
I'm just going to make a very simple bow here. I contemplating just doing a knot. A lot of times I like how knots just kind of looks very simple, but I did a bow and it was fine. Then I'm going to add these little white springy flowers from the Dollar Tree. Replace the jute twine that was on top, make it just a little longer, knot it in the front, and that's it. Another beautiful one and easy, guys. Truly anyone can make this, and it's so easy.
I'm loving this moment. Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know?
I am so excited because today's video is in collaboration with all these beautiful, talented women from all over the world who are creators just like myself. They're so talented. They all create DIYs, and I know you are going to love their channels. So I'm going to have a playlist linked down in the description box. Check it out. Make sure to watch and comment on everyone's video for a chance to win a $100 PayPal giveaway. So don't forget to check them out, show them some love, and tell them that I sent you. All right, so for this spring hop, I want to bring you another beautiful spring decor here. This one is with these thrifted, are they scones? I don't know what they are, but I found them, and I think they were because something was missing from them. So I removed the glue, then I sanded them smooth. That way it didn't have that gunk on it. And now I'm going to give it a very rough one coat of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end.
After the one coat was dry, I am going to heavily distress these two pieces. I am using the same sandpaper, the 150 grit. However, I am going to give these a little bit more muscle to remove a lot more of that paint. And then once I had them dusted, I am going to use two more of those little containers, those travel size containers. I'm going to mark, again, drill a couple holes and do the same process, just going to hot glue and jute twine them into the two pieces.
I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes.
To finish them off, I am just going to place some of these beautiful blue flowers from the Dollar Tree. And that's it, guys. I place a saw hook right in the back of each, and that's it, guys. These were so simple. They already had this beautiful design. All I had to do was paint, distress, and add the little plastic bottle, and that's it. Anyone can make this one, and I think it turned out so beautiful. All right, friends, so we are on to a new month, and this month's giveaway is a pair of premium scissors. All you have to do to enter is watch and comment. Any comments made in April of 2021 will be entered for this giveaway. All right, for this next DIY, I am going to take this cabinet door that I found at Habitat for Humanity. It is very large, very durable, very heavy duty. I'm going to start by placing 3 of these saw hooks on the back of it because we are going to make a beautiful sign, but it's also going to be a coat hanging station or a purse hanging station or scarf. It doesn't matter. So after I place the 3 saw hooks on the back, notice that I'm also screwing them in, not just hammering them in. I'm using a different kind because this is going to be a heavy duty, so I want them to have the screws. I gave it a good clean, and now I am just going to fill the 2 little holes where the cabinet pull used to be at. I'm going to use some wood filler. This is one that I get at the hardware store. You just pretty much fill them in. The color changes to white when it is dry, and then sand it down smooth. I am now going to give it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready?
Alright, so now I am going to place this decal that I cut using my Cricut. It says, "Come on in and get comfy." I'm just going to place it right in the center of the board.
Be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me?
After I made sure everything was nicely stuck on there, I am going to distress just the edges of this one, guys. No heavy distress, just very little everywhere else just to smooth it out, and then dust it very, very well. I am then going to take this Target dollar spot. It's like a peg rack. It could be used, like I said, for coats or whatever you want to hang. It has 2 nail or screws that go in the back, or screw holes. And now I'm just going to find kind of like the center. And then a little trick that I use is I'm going to place some, well, there I'm marking where those little, I guess the little part where the screw holes are. But I'm going to use some wood glue here, just a little dab. You can also use toothpaste if you don't have wood glue. And then I'm just going to place it where I marked those. And then I'll know exactly where those holes are so that I know where to place the screws. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to take 2 small screws, but long enough to create a nice support for this rack. And I'm just going to screw them in and then put on the coat rack on it. And that's it. Another very easy one, guys. This little coat rack thing was only $5 at the Target dollar spot. I think it's a great deal. It's pretty heavy duty, and I just love the way this one turned out. All right, for this next DIY, another very simple one. I'm going to take one of these empty containers. This is where those little scent boosting beads are in. I am going to just give it the outside 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white. I did remove the cap because I'm not going to need it. I am now going to hot glue some of this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I'm not convinced that this was the right ribbon for this. You can barely see it at the end. I wish I had something a little bit more glammy, if that's a word. But I don't have a lot of things that are in the glam kind of, not that this is going to be a glam. You'll see what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, I hot glued it just to cover that thread portion. And then I'm going to take a permanent marker. This is a big, it's going to be in the gold tone, and I'm just going to start drawing some circles. That's it. I'm not looking for perfection, so not all the circles need to be perfect. I could have used my Cricut to cut out some circles with a gold tone vinyl, but I decided to go on a easier route for those who do not have a cutting machine. So I'm just going to place about maybe an inch apart from each other. It doesn't matter. Just circles, and then right on the next, or below them, in between the previous circles, I'm going to draw another circle, and then I'm going to keep doing that all the way down. Once I have the circles done, I'm just going to place some of these peonies that I get on Amazon. They're beautiful, beautiful. I use them all the time, and I have them on hand. I'm just going to place some of the pink tones here, and that's it, guys. A beautiful vase with literally nothing spent, but maybe 25 cents on the ribbon. I already had everything on hand, so just beautiful. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, which one you'd like to recreate yourself if given the opportunity. If you're visiting for the first time, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you, and I hope you consider subscribing and joining our YouTube family. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. As always, I appreciate you and your time spent with me here week after week. I have a playlist here with tons more of inspiration for you. Check it out. I'll see you later. Have a blessed day. Bye.